going over reverbs and delays. And he has some really cool ideas about reverbs and delays that go a little farther than we did in previous classes. So he is talking about different reasons, again, but reasons for the delay, reasons for the reverbs. So beyond just making an echo effect or giving it more space. Okay. And so the reverb types that he lists in the beginning, spread, I think is the one that's missing. But spread, making it wider, blend, pulling it all together, size, making it feel larger, tone, sustain, and those are the types he's talking about. And then we're going to get into some of the technical issues. In our project, we'll be trying these out, hopefully on a song that you enjoy, and try to put some of the same elements through the different types of reverbs and hear what he's talking about, what he's trying to get at for size versus spread. Okay. So the first one, though, is the blend. So if we're trying to glue it together and make everybody sound like they're playing together in the same room, he suggests to remove the decay tail and add 10 to 20 milliseconds of pre-delay before it actually kicks in. For size, this is kind of my general introduction. This is what we talked about in the previous classes. The size, you add 50 milliseconds of pre-delay, where I talk about how far away the walls are, and then you EQ it. Tone, if you're going to add a tonal EQ, he asks to shorten an unnatural reverb and then take the tail completely away. So it's just sort of, it's almost an EQ. Okay, into the delay stuff. When you're using stereo delays, make sure you check mono compatibility. Actually, anything that you do in stereo, somewhere along the line you should hit the mono button, put everything together, make sure something doesn't disappear that you don't want to disappear. Okay, unmatched delay times. So when, by that I mean something that's not a quarter note delay or an eighth note delay that's not locked to the tempo. So that's going to pop out at much lower levels. Okay, there are really great effects that we can do where it is locked to the tempo, and I do that probably more than I should. But this is a nice way to use a reverb, or to use a delay, I'm sorry, and have it not overwhelm everything, but still give you that that delay. Stereo delays work best for that blend that we talked about and size, right? Definitely, it's a true/false question. So but that makes sense, right? That if we're trying to imitate a much larger space, it's good to have it in stereo. So yeah, in general, delays are similar to reverbs, but I say they take up less space. They don't cover every millisecond with the delay, right? You're getting just individual moments of it, and you can do more with it. So sort of a more modern sound I associate with delays, and more retro with reverb. And then this kind of gets back to what we were talking about before, where the opposite of unmatched delays are synced. If they are synced to the tempo, they are going to sync back into the mix, right? Even though I turn it up, if it's right on the beat, then there's probably a kick drum or a snare drum on the downbeat, on each of the downbeats of the beats, or upbeats. Okay, well, I hope that was helpful. Thank you very much, and remember, like the kangaroo said,